Alright, hello there everyone. Welcome to another video. I'm sitting a little bit lower because this weekend got the couch set up, so just kind of cozy on the couch for this video. Anyway, live stream recap. As it turns out, this weekend we had a JP information live stream, and it turns out there was a little bit more than I initially thought there was going to be. There wasn't too much indication of this happening, but we're getting a new collaboration, so let's get right into it, talk about it, and just so you know, this information is very early on. I haven't had a 100% chance to check everything, so I'm probably going to make a few mistakes in this video, but here you go. It's here. Another collaboration. Final Fantasy 15 of all things. So, everyone who called this as being the next collaboration, congratulations. So much for my predictions of Final Fantasy 13, I think was the last one. So 3 new characters will be coming to the game. Noctis, Prompto, and last but not least, Aranea. There she is. We'll also be seeing 2 brand new vision cards. At the time, I don't know what the vision cards do yet, but one of them is certainly going to be powering up Noctis, and the other one is probably going to either go for Aranea or Prompto. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll talk really quickly. This is going to be a long event, starting July 21st and going till September 8th. So going to be a while. There's going to be a Trial of Reckoning as well as a raid in this event. So here we go. It's another collaboration one. And yeah, lots and lots and lots of stuff to talk about. So let's get right into it. And we're going to just fast forward a little bit. But before, we should also mention that Prompto is going to be this event's free character. So just by logging in, you'll get to do a multi-pull and get a free copy of him. And we'll get into the elements. So Prompto is a dark elemental shooting character. Noctis is primarily a slashing based earth elemental character. And last but not least, Aranea is a ice elemental pierce character. As you can see, they're going to be on 2 separate banners, with one starting the 21st of July, the other one starting August 1st. So quite a bit of difference between those two, but you know, kind of follows a similar pattern, especially with these long collaborations of having this kind of stuff spread out in multiple banners. So first of all, Prompto. Let's talk about him. Dark elemental shooting base character. He is going to be in a good state because he's in the dark element. Lots of great strong power up attacks for the earth, or for dark elemental characters, so I don't think he is going to be in any kind of danger. Noctis in the new earth element with the new earth elemental vision card, and Aranea in the ice element with the ice damaging up vision cards against humans. I think both of these characters are going to be incredibly strong as well. Matter of fact, I'm having a hard time predicting who's going to be the toughest, but if I had to guess, Noctis? I don't know. Alright, so let's talk about these 3 characters really quickly. So first of all, is Noctis. He's an earth elemental main job, Prince of Lucis, sub job, magic swordsman, and ninja. He is a attacker with a degree of durability and various weapon types. I think he can support various weapon types, as well as, since he is a pursuit-based attacker, he can do he is very good at getting rid of guts and re-raise off of other characters. So scrolling back just for a second, just to talk about his limit burst, is a large damage dealing ability that also reduces resistance for slashing, fists, and pierce, if I am correct. Sorry if there are any mistakes. Next up, he has 2 abilities that can teleport him to a unit panel, which is much in the flavor of what he can do. This one, you can see on the top, reduces defense. One below it is a sure hit ability that also reduces CT on the target while dealing medium damage. Continuing on in the next slide, which we'll get there eventually. Maybe. Okay, it's still loading. Alright, here are his 2 other abilities. One that has a effect around him and how much damage he can do based on the chain. So it's kind of interesting. This one's a little bit weird, and I'm going to double check on this, but it seems to be a kind of self buff ability that also increases defense as well as his offensive capabilities while dishing out a little bit. So also the one below it is another movement enemy unit panel. And continuing on, just because we're pretty quick, next up, Prompto is a Darkness character. Royal Capital Guard is his main job. Sniper sub, Assassin sub. Both of these bear really well for him. Assassin will give him potentially Venera type abilities. We'll have to see what those look like. And other than that, he will also have a Sniper sub job that can deal with height issues that gunners normally have. He is a damage-based dealer that also can deal status effects as well. His limit burst can cause poison, and other than that, he can also cause slow status effects as well as darkness status effects on his ability here, and a AP reduction. So all of that not a problem for him. He will be able to do lots and lots of damage and status effects going forward. So yeah, I think that just the fact that he's going to be in the darkness element, he'll have a lot of capability against other enemies. And yeah, dark is a strong element, guys. Don't worry about it. Free character in the dark element, no chaining abilities that I'm aware of, but probably doesn't have to. And last but not least is Aranea, who I'm sure a lot of people are excited about. Ice Spear mean that she's going to pair incredibly well with Victoria. Brigadier General is her main job. Sub is Dragoon Knight and Fighter. So all offense, basically. An attacker who specializes in single attacks appears as a character with various attack methods, such as single attack resistance down and dispel attack. So in her kit, we already know that she has a dispel ability for enhancement in the top right there, but she also, as a Dragoon, will have plenty of jumping abilities and some debuffs against enemies. She even has a way to remove quickness on one of her regular skills, and her main jump attack will also be dishing out a large amount of damage, and I do believe it's hate down for herself. It's interesting because it means she can potentially deal a lot of damage, and then the enemies forget it or fall in love with her. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Victoria, I think, is just going to be her best friend in this one. Skipping ahead, you can see that there are going to be, we'll just show off the two vision cards. First one, almost certainly going to be a Noctis vision card. Not much else to say. I don't really have any other details, I think, at this point. Nope. So we'll have to wait and see in game what these vision cards will look like, but one I do believe is coming with the event, and the second one you can see right here is coming quite a bit later on August 10th. So it's going to be its own banner after Aranea's banner. This will come with the summon of the common machine, or one of the big machines that you end up fighting in Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, there you go. And if we can just scroll a little bit ahead, Aranea and the giant mech are going to be bosses. Expect for these kind of events, I am reusing the assets, so those will be our bosses. And again, there's going to be a Trial of Reckoning as well as a raid, although I hope Aranea is the raid, just so we can stop fighting big enemies. During the event, you will be able to collect points. You can see the 3 maps that are available here. There will be a sword for Noctis, a gun, new gun, yay, new gun. We haven't seen a new gun in a long time. That isn't magic. So yeah, that's great. And there's going to be a new spear for Aranea, which is curious because there's already an ice spear in the game. I'm happy that there's going to be a new, awesome looking weapon in the game that I can throw on Oberyn. Oberyn's getting Aranea's spear is a big plus for me, but I'm curious about what's going to make this special versus the other spears, which each spear so far has been elemental. So very curious what this spear is going to look like. Sword as well. Earth elemental sword. Fortunately can't be used for Ketone, but and a darkness-based gun. But yeah. So there's going to be various logins, various rewards for doing different stuff. You can see that there are even some, looks like some tickets for the Final Fantasy 15 event. There's going to be the usual stuff that you would expect, as well as campaigns. And if we just skip a little bit, actually quite a bit ahead here, you can see more campaigns, more. But the big campaign I just want to end this video with is right here. So we're going to get that one free summon that guarantees you a Prompto. No idea if Noctis will be available on it, so good luck. But there will be, for the commercial, 100 free summons, 10 a day for 10 days. So people can end up, and it looks like there will be a chance to get Noctis off this. There will not be a chance to get Aranea because she comes later. So I would not expect Aranea to be a God character. But if you can get an extra copy of Prompto or Noctis, or hell, any UR, you're doing pretty damn good at this point. Other than that, there were some stream rewards, which I'm not 100% sure about because I'm making this video before it even finished. So yeah, that's it for now. I will make a more updated video with more accurate information in case I made mistakes. Apologies, but as you know, it's quite exciting to get a brand new collaboration in the game, and I'm sure that Final Fantasy 15 is one that some people have been waiting for. And as a bonus to this video, you can spot the one thing on my screen that's kind of just a little bit different from the last time. Congratulations. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and tell me, out of these three characters, Prompto, Aranea, Noctis, which one do you want the most? Why? Thanks for watching. See you next time.